What's up, YouTube? This is A5 Crypto.
Hey guys, this is Crypto Addict.
In this video, we're going to talk about the upcoming drop from VEVE starring the USPS, a visit from Saint Nick.
Yep, this is the holiday edition for Christmas of the USPS Stamps. Before we get into that, go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know if you guys enjoy videos like this so we can make more content.
Yes, indeed. So as you know that VEVE has partnered with the United States Postal Service. So that's kind of huge, right? Like being able to drop some collectibles from a government service. So the previous one was the Day of the Dead, and that ended up being like a great drop in my opinion. So now here we have the Saint Nick's edition Christmas for the USPS. The first one is the common edition. We have listed at $6 or 6 gems. And the edition amount number is 8,888.
Yeah, and this is also in blind box format.
Yes, blind box format. So as you may know, we have a video on our drop strategy. So check that out on how to secure a drop with the blind box edition drops like this. So check that out. So what's your prediction on this common one, Santa on a snowy rooftop?
Santa on a snowy rooftop. This is actually a later drop. It's going to be around 2 p.m. our time. I think Santa on the roof is kind of an iconic image.
Very, yeah.
I do like this one, and they do make these on the commons because they are like one of the more iconic images.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and they say it right there, one of our most recognized and beloved cultural icons, Santa Claus, of course.
It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to say because for me, I feel like these Santa ones are better than the Day of the Dead's, but they don't hold the same value because the Day of the Dead's ones are first appearances.
Yep.
Of these stamps. So for the commons, I'm gonna go with an 8,000 edition amount. I'm gonna go with approximately 90 gems.
90 gems as the floor price?
Yeah.
Awesome.
It may take a while to hit that. It may drop, like, on drop days. Someone's gonna list pretty high. It's gonna drop pretty low. I think it could drop even as low as 50 or 40, and it may recover back up. I think it's going to settle around the 90 or 4 days.
Yeah, and I agree with you. Like since it's not the first USPS drop, but it is pretty right with Santa Claus. I'm gonna say 100 gems for this rarity, just because it looks cool. You got Santa on the rooftop with a little bag of toys or coal. Looks like coal. You see it? It's like a bag of coal, to be honest.
Yeah, these holiday ones, that's when stamps are really, I would say, more valuable, especially the Christmas ones. I think those are one of the most favorite ones as far as stamps. Maybe July 4th ones as well, but particularly Christmas ones are pretty popular. So I think even though it's not our first appearance, that's kind of why it would still retain some form of values based off of that. And looking into the uncommon, we have 7,777 editions with the Winking Santa. Uncommons, as we know, do not seem to get as much love as the commons, so I'm gonna give it a little lower price of about 70 gems. That's where it may settle, maybe by the end of the day.
I went a little bit above just because of the additions once again. I'm gonna say 110, a little bit above the common price.
Okay, 110.
Yeah,
so you're still giving the uncommons more love than the commons.
I'm really trying because they haven't been getting love in the past couple of weeks. So I want to give them the benefit of the doubt that during this release, they retain that image as an uncommon.
And then we have the rare one, which this one I find most interesting. One, I like the image. This is, I think, one of the best images with Santa and the sleigh and the reindeers. I think this has to be the best image of the stamps. And
Yeah.
I think what was interesting as well is you have an edition count of 6,666. And I'm like, that is an awkward number to have during a Christmas drop with Santa. So I think this is just an interesting one to have. One, just because of the edition number, and like imagine having this stamp and having the very last one, edition number 6,666. Like that makes absolutely no sense to have that number on Christmas. But I think that plays some type of significance to this rarity and to this particular stamp. So yeah, I want
Yeah.
to give it a high amount, but still, like without the FA tag and everything, it's really hard to price these stamps at a high point for me. So I'm gonna go with selling around the 120 range.
I went a little higher on this one. Just because, like you mentioned, I did agree. Like this image is super iconic, right? Like he's riding with a sleigh, with his reindeers over the moon,
Yeah,
stars, etc.
it's the best one.
It's just a beautiful looking collectible here for the stamp edition. So I went with 200 gems as a floor price for this,
100.
despite of the weird rarity number 66666. So yeah.
Yeah, and so from that we go on to the ultra rare, which is Santa. Looks like he's stuck in a chimney like always. That's this is almost like a childhood type of image. You kind of picture here of Santa coming down with the stockings and Santa coming in a chimney. I think that's a pretty iconic image. Having an edition size of 5,555. This is the highest rarity,
Mm-hmm.
and I would give it, just being the ultra rare, I would give it the price point of 350.
Just I was comparing it to the Day of the Dead ultra rare, and then the ultra rares are sitting around 550 or 600, I believe. Last I checked.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give this a little bit higher, maybe around 450 to 500. Ultra rare, 5,500 editions being released. Santa stuck in a chimney, kind of funny, but not the best image, or not the best like kind of looking collectible compared to the rare. But overall, it's still ultra rare. So people look into that, and I'm gonna say 450 to 500 gems is a floor price.
Yeah, the only thing that I find hard, like ultra rare, just by rarity, is what's gonna push the value up. But
Yeah.
as far as price, like it's hard to say, because even though I think Christmas is a better holiday drop than Day of the Dead, way more popular. It's just that it having a larger edition and not being the FA I think that's just gonna what hinders the price, because now you're coming down
Yeah.
to just actually collecting it.
Right.
versus Someone coming in and
Yeah, and I'm sure that the original stamp collectors of the kind, I'm sure they're not fully here on the VV app yet. I don't know. What do you think?
No, and I think it's going to be hard, like, for any of the physical collectors to migrate over into the digital collectibles. Like, a lot of people don't enjoy NFTs and anything like that. Like, they're hardcore into the physicals, and making that transition is just something that at the moment is reasonable to. So, yeah, I think it may take some time until actual collectors actually migrate to this marketplace.
Yeah, it's just a different generation, So,
Yep.
but yeah, that's our video on the USPS drop for Visit from St. Nick. So good luck on that drop, and of course, like this video, leave a comment on what you guys think about our price predictions, and if you guys like this drop that's going to be going on tomorrow. And yeah, we love the feedback, so leave it, please.
Yep. And like we always say, we're all
We're
gonna
all
make
gonna
it.
make it.